Up in trip here to the 1800 metres for race number 5. It's the longest race of the afternoon, the 5th, a Class 4 contest headed by Cheerful Star, heads into Class 4 for the very first time. 12 starts without a win to date. You Have My Word from barrier 4 is a course and distance winner. 3 wins to his name so far. Amazing Agility won over the 2000 metres back in January. McQueen rolled forward in his last start. He's got barrier 13. London Hall is a last start course and distance winner. When the blinkers went on, they stay on. Chaparral Star, 5th last time over the mile, gets up in trip. Management Star was a winner 3 starts back, run up to Rule the Roost last time out, and down to Savvy 7. Zach Purton in the saddle, trying to do 1:18. I'd imagine there might be some overweight there. He's come up with barrier 2. Ho Ho Feel Good Days and Savvy 7 have all been up at the Chung Fire in the last 30 days.
Speed's down to be good, but there's probably not really a genuine leader here. You at Savvy 7, he was able to lead last time out. McQueen can race forward, but is drawn wide, so he's going to have to come across and settle in somewhere close if he can. Delight Express showed a little bit of pace in a trial at Happy Valley. Chaparral Star, who did it really tough last time out, he should have a total opposite run from gate number 1 in the trail. Management Star's drawn in gate number 11. The odd time he's rolled, been known to roll forward.
First one we look at is London Hall. There he is, nice and easy work. Yeah, the blinkers really switched this horse on. He'd shown a bit leading into it, but once he got the blinkers on, I think he just went that extra mile, and he goes nicely here in this particular piece of work as well. Here is Management Star. His problem is slow away. He can be very slow away at the start, this horse, but he's made up some pretty good ground in a few of his races. He's got barrier 11, so he'll probably get back once again, but his track work's pretty good. And the other one we're going to have a look at here is Savvy 7, just working up at, with Endearing up at Chung Fire, and this is up the uphill gallop, which we don't really see that much with these horses working up there, but you can see Savvy 7 working nicely enough.
Yeah, all right, there we go. We'll come back to him in a moment, I think. We're going to start off, though, with Chaparral Star. This is a race that also included McQueen and Amazing Agility behind Smart Rockets. Over the mile, they get up to or Chaparral Star gets up to the 1800 for the first time. Yeah, he is. He was 3 wide, no cover this performance. There you can see him in the white cap with the blue stripe headgear on towards the middle of the track. As I said, 3 wide, no cover, but he actually boxed on relatively well. He's a winner over 1650 at Happy Valley. He's a winner at 1400 at Sha Tin. You can see he's not really losing any ground. He's not making any ground. But he stayed on fair enough. With a better trip, he might be able to run the trip out. Yeah,
well, he's by High Chaparral, so he's given himself every chance there with the breeding.
All right, OK. London Hall, look at the winning form of him next with Ho Ho Field, Smart Patch and Savvy 7. He'd been running reasonably consistently into this, but a below par effort for him. Yeah,
his last track week suggests he's bounced back from this, but I really like this horse, London Hall. The way he won this was really nice. He came down the outside there, he had those blinkers on for the first time, and he came over the top of them, hit the line strongly, and it was a really nice win from him. So, look, I think he can do it again. We've seen these David Hall horses over the years. Once they hit form, they stick to it, and from barrier 5, he should get a nice run.
He's only having his, 7th starts. I think there's still room for improvement with him.
Yep.
OK. Management Star, still a couple of races to have a look at. Management Star and Good Days we take a check on now. Management Star, a winner 3 starts back over the mile.
Yeah, Paul pointed out that he can be slow away from the start. He had a nice run along the rail this time out. He had gate number 3. You can see him in the pink blinkers chasing after Rule the Roost. His last 100 metres was probably the best part of the run, really, flashing at them late. That was Good Days down the outside as well. He copped a bit of a bump at the start and he finished off OK.
Yeah, he just makes it hard for himself, doesn't he, Management Star? That's the problem with him.
All right, Smart Patch and Delight Express. We're looking at trials here. Smart Patch has put, it's 4 starts back now. A sort of half a good effort there, but he's tapered off again.
Yeah, he came up with a bit of hype from New Zealand as well, because he had 1 start and won that really well. Hasn't really lived up to expectations since he's been here, but he has dropped down on the ratings. Ben So barrier 9, and he did win this trial. But I haven't got him in.
There wasn't a lot of pressure. You can see Delight Express back towards the tail and the light blue cap there as well. I'm happy to watch him. There wasn't, as you said, a lot of pressure in that trial over the concluding stages. I think at this stage the jury's still out.
All right, but London Hall, you're quite keen on this one.
Yeah, I do like. I'm going to make him the best. In fact, I just think he's a nice progressive horse. Still ahead of the handicapper and barrier number 5 for him with the informed Vincent Ho aboard. So he's on top to beat You Have My Word. Now, he's one off 54. He's getting down to that particular rating now. He's down to 57. been consistent, running a few fourths and fifths recently. 77 is 12-start maiden, but comes in with a lightish weight and will be out of trouble in the front. And Cheerful Star will give him a chance. He's downgrading out of Class 3 into Class 4 for the first time with an apprentice claim. 8-4, 14-1, but like the 8.
I thought this was one of the trickier races on the programme. There's a number of charts, I think, in the race. Decided to settle with London Hall, number 8. You Have My Word has been sort of consistent without striking. He got a bit of a bump at the start, then was caught wide. It was an honest enough effort without getting too carried away, beaten 2.5. Management Star, slow starts can be costly, so that doesn't do him any favours. And Savvy 7 down towards the bottom. Good run prior to last start behind London Hall. He was up on the pace on that occasion. Just can't help but think maybe he's better ridden off the pace. We'll see what he does here. But 8, 4, 12 and 14.
All right, that is race number 5. We've all got the same cue. I've gone the other way around, 4 and 8, but doesn't seem to be all. They might be the starting point anyway in the 5th.